I belong to you.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. So I'm sure you can probably tell from the title of the video what this is going to be all about. I never thought my first YouTube video would be a boob job Q&A, but here we are. So basically I put on my Instagram stories the other day that I was going to be having a breast augmentation surgery, and I honestly had so many questions about it that I thought it would just be easier for me to do a Q&A, a sit down video to kind of talk through all of the questions I got asked, to kind of go into a little bit more information about the details of the operation, kind of talk a little bit more about why I'm getting it done. So to be completely honest, I was so anxious about going on Instagram to talk about it. One of the main reasons why I haven't had it done until now is because I was really worried of what other people were gonna think and kind of just stressed out about people's judgment of me, I guess. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I'm very much about doing what you want to do in life and doing what you think is going to make you happy, regardless of what other people think or other people's negative opinions. Like, as long as you're not hurting anyone, then I think you should very much just do what you want and what is going to make you happy. So I'm kind of trying to listen to my own advice and what I kind of preach to other people, because this is something that I have been wanting to get done for like 5 years, since I was like 18. So I'm gonna have to do a whole video about my like weight loss transformation journey, but I basically lost like 20 kilos, and in the process my boobs went from like a size D to like pretty much nothing, like not even really a size that elicits wearing a bra. And it's just really affected my self-confidence, and it's something that I have been really insecure about. Like, even in my last relationship, I was with my ex for like nearly 5 years, and I didn't even feel confident enough to like take off my bra. So yeah, it has been something that has really affected me, and I just want to do it for myself, for my own self-confidence, because I know it's going to make me a lot happier and a lot more confident in myself. That is not to say that I think there is anything wrong with small boobs or anything inferior about having smaller boobs. I don't think that at all. Like, I have had times over the last 5 years where I've absolutely loved having small boobs. You can definitely wear a lot more kind of sports bras without it looking like too much. But yeah, I have decided to go ahead with it. I think it's going to make me a lot happier. So I also want to mention that me coming on here to film a video and talk about it, I am not in any way trying to promote or endorse it at all. Like, I just want to be super honest and transparent, and I guess because I share a lot of my life on Instagram, it would have felt very kind of fake and inauthentic to not talk about it and to kind of act like nothing was happening. I mean, I think it would be pretty obvious anyway, not because I'm getting like massive boobs, but because I'm gonna be going into hospital. I'm gonna have like, you know, well, not bandages, but like, it's going to be quite obvious, I think. And I'm not going to be able to work out or do my steps for like a few weeks. So I just wanted to be honest about it. And because I had so many questions, I thought I would do a Q&A. Wow, that was such a long intro. That is one thing that I will add. I ramble on a lot, so beware. Anyway, I have made some notes and I've got all the questions up that I've been asked, and I'm just going to go through them all one by one and try to give you as much detail as possible. But if there are any other questions that I haven't answered, then just leave a comment and I will get back to you. Okay, so what size am I getting? This was probably the most asked question. So I think a lot of people automatically associate getting a boob job with like massive boobs, but that is not the look that I'm going for at all. So the size of the implants I'm getting are 310cc. That doesn't like equate to a certain bra size, so the implants are going to look completely different on everyone depending on their shape and how much boob they already have. But to give you like a general idea, that should be like a rough C cut. Like, I wanted something very natural in proportion with my body, and I even said to my surgeon like I want him to make me the most natural fake looking boobs he has ever made. So yeah, I'm going for a very natural look. I just want a nice full C cup. Yeah, and also he is ordering like a range of different implants close to the 310cc, just because on the day of the surgery, that is when he's actually going to make the decision on what implant is going to be best. I didn't really understand why he was ordering like a range of different implants when I had picked the 310. So he sent me an email to explain it, and he basically said that the exact implant that he uses on the day of surgery will be based upon a combination of pre-operative marking and calculation, discussion with myself, and what they actually find in the operation. So yeah, he's ordered a few just so that, you know, on the day, if the 310 looked like way too big or maybe didn't look big enough, then there's some other options there as well. The question I got asked quite a lot was whether I am going over or under the muscle. So I am basically going partially under the muscle, so the implants are going to be put in a submuscular pocket, and my surgeon basically said that was going to give a much more natural look, and also because of the size of my frame. Oh, and also I'm getting teardrop shaped implants rather than the circular ones, just because that is also going to give me a much more natural look. Another question I got asked quite a lot was what surgeon I was going with. So my surgeon is called Dr. Richard Sutton, and he works at the Circle Hospital in Bath. So he is a specialist in cosmetic, breast reconstructive and oncoplastic surgery. He has been operating for over 25 years, and he was actually recommended to me by some people that I really trust, and I have since found out that some other people, since I've mentioned it on my story, other people who live near me have also said they got their boobs done by him and that he was amazing. So yeah, I'm very happy with my decision on the surgeon that I've chose. I basically went for my initial consultation, and I was kind of expecting whatever happened kind of make me feel a bit like even more insecure about my body, but he was so lovely. Like, he was so reassuring, and he just gave me so much information and was just completely unbiased, like didn't try to like encourage me to go with it. And he even said like, I think you have a lovely figure and don't need to have breast surgery, but I understand and I can see why you might want to. Whereas I've heard other like horror stories from other girls, like where they go for a consultation and their surgeon literally says to them like, yeah, your breasts look way too small for your body, or like kind of just make them feel even worse about how they look. I guess some surgeries, some clinics might just be so money focused that all they want to do is try and tempt you into actually going ahead with the surgery. But yeah, Richard was not like that at all. And he just had a very like gentle, relaxing vibe. I guess that's such a random way to say it, but yeah, he made me feel very at ease, and I honestly don't think there is anyone else I would want them to do my surgery, basically. So what clinic am I going to? So it was really important to me that I went to a clinic that was local, just because I've had some friends who went up to London and it was just like a 2-hour drive home after, and I just didn't want that. So I did want to go somewhere relatively local. My surgery is going to be at the Circle Bath Hospital, which is like a 15-20 minute drive from my house. And also, I absolutely hate hospitals, and it just doesn't like look like a hospital at all. It's really, really modern, and the staff there are so lovely and friendly. Also going to be staying there overnight, which I know a lot of people don't actually do an overnight stay, but I think it's really good, and I'm kind of more reassured knowing that I'm going to be there overnight. So yeah, my surgery is going to be at like 12:30 on the Thursday, and then I'm going to be there for like a full 24 hours, so I can leave like roughly the same time the next day. What I asked was, how long is the actual operation? I asked my surgeon, and he said anywhere from like an hour to an hour and a half, which is crazy to me. Like, I don't understand how they can do it in such a short space of time, but obviously they are super experienced. And yeah, I don't really want to think about the actual operation too much. I actually said to my surgeon the other day, I was like, can I please request that when you bring me into the operating room, the knives are hidden, because that would just freak me out. But yeah, hour and a half roughly. Okay, so another question I got asked a lot was how much it costs. So mine cost £5,600, and I have saved up for that, so I'm going to be paying that outright. But I know the majority of clinics will do some sort of payment plan where you can pay it off monthly to make it more kind of manageable for you to pay for. I know it is a lot of money, but like I said, it is something that I have saved for, and I know it is going to make me a lot happier and a lot more confident. So I'm absolutely fine with paying that money. And I guess as well, like, I know how much boob jobs can range in price. Like, I think they can go from like 3 grand to 10 grand, and it very much depends on what you're getting, where you're going, the location, the surgery, and all of that. But yeah, mine is probably slightly just above average price, which I'm fine with, because I know my surgeon is like highly qualified, highly experienced, and the surgery I'm going to is really good. So yeah, and I just feel like when it's something on your body that you're going to have for the rest of your life, like, I really don't think going for the cheaper or the more cost-effective option would be a very wise idea. But yeah, I know it is a lot of money. I guess I have just weighed it up, and yeah, I definitely know it's something that I want to pay for. Okay, so how long am I going to have to stop exercising for, and am I nervous for that? So it very much depends on the person. My surgeon said some people can be like up and about walking fine in a few days, whereas some people are literally like bedbound for like a week. He has recommended that I don't exercise or do any weightlifting for 4 to 6 weeks after my operation. I can start doing some like walking the week after, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any weightlifting for like a good 6 weeks. But I'm not too bothered about it, just because obviously right now we're in a lockdown, and literally 4 weeks after my operation is when the gym is open again, so it's kind of good timing. Yeah, I am very nervous about it. Well, I wouldn't say nervous, but just like, I literally look forward to my workout every single day, and even when I take one rest day, I just feel a bit weird, like I need to move my body. And I hit a step count every day. I'm always hitting like at least 12,000 steps every day. So it is going to be a big change to like my normal routine. I just have to remember it is so important that I don't rush the recovery, because I could really kind of do some damage, and I obviously don't want to do that, especially when it costs nearly 6 grand. So this is kind of actually one of the reasons why I thought I would film and make a YouTube video, because now I've actually got some extra time to figure out how to edit a YouTube video, because right now I have not got a clue, and I will actually be very proud of myself if this video makes it on YouTube, because right now not a clue how to make a YouTube video. So we shall see. What I was even talking about. Oh yeah, the exercise. So yeah, and then when I do go back to the gym, I'm just going to start off with like light lower body exercises, like body weight, and I will actually probably stop training upper body for 12 weeks or so. Like, I'm quite happy with the amount of upper body muscle I have anyway, and I was wanting to kind of like drop back the volume of my upper body training anyway. So yeah, I will probably go back to the gym and start weightlifting, like light lower body stuff, 6 weeks after, and then like 10 to 12 weeks after I'll start going back to like my normal upper body training as well. So will your boob job affect your ability to breastfeed if you ever have kids? So my surgeon said that it isn't going to affect my ability to breastfeed, just because the implants are being placed under the muscles, so it doesn't really go anywhere near the milk ducts or nerves involved with breastfeeding. I feel like I have answered the majority of the most asked questions, and I don't want this video to be ridiculously long. So if you do have any other questions, then just leave me a comment below or send me a message on Instagram. I am actually going to make a second breast augmentation video kind of about the whole process from when I went for my first consultations and the pre-op. I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can on the day or like leading up to it, and then my recovery, just because I feel like that would be quite insightful. I have found it really helpful watching other girls' recovery vlogs, so yeah, I'm going to film that, and then as well that gives me something to do while I'm recovering. I am gonna leave it here. If you do have questions, then just let me know. But thank you for watching, and subscribe if you do want to watch my boob job recovery vlog. Also, just wanted to say I do apologise if this was awful to watch. This is completely new to me, and I've never filmed myself talking to a camera before. Like, I always talk on my Instagram stories, but yeah, it's really hard to look at the lens of the camera and not like the bit above where you can like check your composition. So I'm sorry if my eyes are like going all over the place. Just bear with me. I hope you all have a lovely day, and thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the boob job vlog.